Good evening, everyone. How you doing? Hello, Mary. Hey, Sydney, you troublemaker. God dang you. All right, let's kind of jump right into this, guys. In this video, we're going to be talking about the upcoming blizzard for the Midwest. Actually, let me go ahead and show that. Bear with me as I am not really prepared for this. I haven't done one of these in a while, so you're going to be dealing with me trying to configure some stuff. But yeah, in this live stream forecast video, we're going to be talking about the upcoming blizzard for the Midwest into the Great Lakes. Probably expect blizzard warnings sometime tomorrow for even further up north by the Great Lakes, by Michigan and whatnot. And then we'll also be talking about the tornado risk for the southeast United States. Today there's down here, and then tomorrow is over here, which I'll show that here in a little bit. But let's kind of just hop straight into this. Currently, there's some snow going across North Platte, which, well, earlier there was in North Platte. Also, let me know if you can hear me just fine. Make sure the audio is working. But yeah, had a really heavy snow band go through North Platte earlier, and now it's, there's this part down here. God, that was terrible drawing. Whatever. And then there's snow up here. It's kind of moving to the east, northeast a little bit. Let me go ahead and show a video clip from earlier, actually, because this snow in North Platte was pretty intense. Should probably get those off my screen. Let me go ahead and show that. Switch to the footage scene. Okay. So this was earlier, Highway 83 south of North Platte. A lot of heavy snowband. Big, huge flakes are coming down, caused really poor visibility throughout areas. There's a semi in front of me, which you can hardly see in that, actually. So cars on the roadway, semis on the roadway and whatnot did not help the snow and blowing snow and the visibility. Go ahead and move this forward. But there were some big flakes. Took this slow-mo video. I mean, look at those snowflakes. Those are humongous. Look at that. It was crazy. It was dumping there for a little bit. But then that snowband moved out. And then this was this part was on I-80. A little quick video from that. God, my camera was shaking so bad. Lost sound. Should have me, I think. Should have me. Anyways, that was earlier in North Platte, in the North Platte area. But yeah, so we got snowfall ongoing in Nebraska, which is expected. That's probably going to continue on throughout the night. Even into eastern Nebraska, we got some snow right now. Looks like a pretty decent banding right here up by David City. York getting some snow. This is going to continue through the overnight hours into tomorrow as well. And I do want to touch on the severe weather risk. This is for tonight, later this evening into tonight, overnight hours. There is an enhanced risk down here for portions of southeast Arkansas, northeast Texas, very northeast Texas, and very northeast Louisiana. Let me go ahead and pull up models on that, and we'll take a look at that. Let's see, 23Z should be fine. We'll go ahead and pull up the composite reflectivity, which kind of shows what the radar may look like with the storms later tonight. So as you can see, it's kind of going to be a late event. It kind of has storms firing around 8, 9 o'clock. They continue into portions of Arkansas. I'm going to be going towards Little Rock, Pine Bluff. We'll keep moving this forward. And then there's way overnight hours, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Kind of a pretty nasty squall line goes through. There could be some embedded tornadoes, some QLCS type tornadoes with this event down here. So it's going to be kind of a dangerous event happening way overnight in the overnight hours. So if you live down there, make sure you have multiple ways to receive warnings and whatnot. So yeah, could be some strong tornadoes down there tonight within the squall line. Layover in Denver, headed to Wichita. And then moving on, let's see. let's go ahead and go back to these blizzard warnings. So there is blizzard warnings issued throughout much of Iowa. We'll talk about the blizzard right now. And also, if you have any questions about snowfall amounts where you live, just drop where you live, maybe your zip code or something. I don't know how the best way to do that. If you want me to take a look at snow amounts where you live, see how much you may get, or if you live in the south and southeast, can take a closer look for your area as well. Just let me know. But yeah, we do have blizzard warnings issued throughout much of Iowa. And like I said at the beginning, do expect blizzard warnings over here for parts of Illinois and Wisconsin and even parts of Michigan. Let me go ahead and look at the National Weather Service Des Moines and go ahead and just read this blizzard warning. That's not what I wanted. Of course it's clear on the other side. All right, hold on. Jeez, I gotta like mess with this stuff on the fly. So very dangerous winter storm expected tonight into Friday night. Life-threatening wind chills expected Saturday night into early next week. Once again, this is all coming from the National Weather Service out of Des Moines, Iowa. So we'll just go ahead and just kind of read some of this through. A multifaceted severe winter storm is set to affect Iowa tonight into Friday evening. This dangerous storm starts this evening with snow spreading into the state and persisting into Friday with heavy accumulations. The winds then increase Friday morning with life-threatening blizzard conditions expected into Friday afternoon. Once again, if I don't have my video still up, but my video that I just showed a little bit ago, that's definitely what you can expect for parts of Iowa, parts of Wisconsin, Illinois, the Great Lakes area, Michigan, except for probably a lot worse. There is multiple warnings out. There's a winter storm warning out as well, and blizzard warnings, but heavy snow is expected. Total snow accumulations of 6 to 10 inches along with some minor glazing across far southern Iowa, so that's not good. Could be some glazing of ice across southern Iowa. For the blizzard warning, life-threatening conditions expected. Northwest winds are forecast to gust up to 45 miles per hour with frequent visibilities of 1/4 mile or less. I'm not sure if any of you saw a bunch of footage from Kansas as well with the blizzard. What was that? Earlier this week, I think? Or was it sometime last week? Man, I don't know. Times are just combining and flying, but shut down a lot of highways and roads in Kansas, and you couldn't even like see your hand out in front of your face, basically. So if you can avoid traveling Friday into Saturday, definitely advise that, as it's going to be very dangerous. And what makes it even more dangerous is these wind chills. Dangerously cold wind will occur with values as low as 30 to 45 below zero. So I've touched on this on my previous forecast videos. Dangerous wind chills across much of the United States, probably over half of the United States, honestly. So yeah, if you are traveling and you get stuck and you run out of gas, or whatever the case may be, and you're stuck in your car, like, that is deadly. That's very deadly if you get stuck out in this blizzard. So if you do have to travel, make sure you keep extra blankets, food, water, stuff like that. That way you can stay warm. So snow should start later tonight in Iowa for these winter storm warnings. But the blizzard warning is in effect from 10 a.m. tomorrow to 6 a.m. Saturday. So those blizzard-like conditions are mainly going to come tomorrow during the day, starting in the morning. And they're expecting travel would become very difficult by Friday morning and maybe impossible in some rural areas Friday afternoon and Friday night. Another thing with this blizzard in Iowa is the Iowa Department of Transportation is going to have a lot of trouble keeping up with how intense these snowfall rates are going to be, as well as the wind. Like, the wind just blows it around, so even if they plow, it doesn't do much. It's going to end up right back on the roadway, so they're going to have a very hard time keeping up with it. Probably expect a lot of road closures throughout Iowa and potentially some other states due to this storm. And just this whole thing in general, this whole update from the National Weather Service out of Des Moines it's some strong wording, honestly. And they also say storms of this magnitude are fairly rare, with reoccurrence around once or twice per decade. So this could be a very, very historic storm. Travel is not recommended except if absolutely necessary, especially by Friday afternoon into the evening. And then they give good information here. If you must travel, keep an extra flashlight, food, water in your vehicle. They probably should have included blankets and warmer clothing. I'll get to your question, Sydney, for Marquette, Michigan here in just a minute. But yeah, very, very scary wording from the National Weather Service out of Des Moines. Let's go ahead and take a look at the HRRR. Oh, wait, that one's not ready yet. Hold on. 18Z is the farthest. Headed to Wichita looking for snow. Measurable seconds. Yeah, I mean, be safe, Matt. I'll get to your question, Bobby, here in just a minute as well. Let's go ahead and take... Let me switch scenes. Okay. So this is the HRRR model, and I want the total snowfall, not snow depth. So we'll go ahead and take a look at some snow totals. I'll take... Oh, did we lose? Did you lose me? That was weird. So I'll go ahead and move this forward. So this is the snowfall kind of into tonight that it's showing. And then you can see tomorrow this really ramps up. And portions of Iowa could receive 15, 16 inches or so over here in Illinois. Anywhere from about 9 to 13. And we'll keep going ahead and moving this through. And then over here in parts of Wisconsin, 13, 17. However, I am expecting kind of some lake effect snow to happen over here. And even on Michigan on the back side of this system. Probably closer into Sunday into Monday. The model doesn't go this far out right now, but as you can see, those purples, pinks, whatever you want to classify that as, get darker as it reaches the end as far as this model will go out. Let me go ahead and take a look at some... Yeah, exactly what Sydney just said. We'll have impacts further out than what the HRRR model goes, which actually I can just go ahead and show the GFS model. Let me make sure I'm on the most current run. Yes. Total snowfall. So this shows the bigger picture from Michigan. As we keep moving this forward, you can see these like kind of yellowish areas, which this is actually showing like really late. Like this is into next weekend. So there might be another system that comes through but yeah, I mean, look at that. That is crazy. It's showing 42 inches in some spots. So there could be some really, really crazy heavy lake effect snow that happens for parts of Michigan. Yeah, and the GFS we trust for Michigan. Some of you, I'm sure, want that. Let me go ahead and take a look at Radar Omega. Turn off the severe weather thing. We'll go ahead and take a look at... Let's see. I'll just use the 18Z again. I wish they had the Kachera snowfall ratio on the models for... Radar Omega, but this is the 10-to-1 ratio. I'm not like a huge fan of it, but for the sake of letting people know how much snow, so let's just type in, let's see, oops, hold on, I forgot I have keyframes. I'm gonna have to turn that off. Bear with me just a second, guys, while I work on my hotkeys because I don't want them anymore. Sorry, I've totally forgot about this. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done one of these. While I work on deleting my hotkeys, please feel free to like the stream and subscribe to the channel as it greatly helps out. And once again, if you want to know how much snowfall you might get where you're at, or for the severe weather risk, please just feel free to comment where you live, your zip code, however you want to put your location in. So Marquette, Michigan for Sydney, if you're still here. Let's go ahead and move this model run forward. This is as far as the HRRR goes out, which actually I wonder if I can just use the GFS since that goes out further. Probably will have a lot of Michigan people watching. I mean, 2 of my mods are from Michigan, live in Michigan. Actually 3. Sorry, Sydney, I forgot about you. So I might have a lot of Michigan viewers. Let's see. So this is valid on Sunday at 12 a.m. It's showing 13.6 inches. Let me move this back some so you can kind of see the evolution. So it kind of starts out 6 p.m. on the 6 p.m. tomorrow, showing 1.3 inches, and then it just moves forward very quickly. Accumulates though, like I mean, it goes from 1 to 4 in about, what is that, 6 hours, and then it just continues through the overnight. 13.6 just continues as we keep moving this model run further, stays at 14.1 for a while, and then it increases on the backside of that system. So yeah, could be a lot of snow up there. Okay, Bobby, where at in Pennsylvania exactly, Bobby? Yeah, Sydney's a great given some good information for Michigan. He lives up there. They currently don't have any lake ice, so we will feel the impacts of lake snow for a minute, especially with the Arctic air. Flint, Michigan. All right, that's a good one. And thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope my recent forecast videos have been helpful. Okay, so I did see you comment that, Bobby. Okay, sorry. So Flint, Michigan at the end of this model run is showing 14.3. Once again, I'll just go ahead and move this closer to, let's see, today's the 11th. I got to get my days straight. All right, so we're on the Friday. So for Flint, 3 p.m., you don't have anything. And then by 6 p.m., it shows 3.3. Keep moving this forward. This is into what that would be Saturday, right? 113, yeah, Saturday. 9 a.m., 6.9, 7.3. Just keeps increasing. 9 inches, 9.4, 11, 13.8, 14.3. So it looks like higher end you could receive about 14 inches or so. Okay, 19036. 19036. Much better without my keyframes going on. Okay, for what is this town? Glen Olden. Okay, let's bring this back again. So it looks like for Pennsylvania, this snowfall will be later into next week. Looks like it starts on the 16th around 9 a.m., 1.1 inches. Keep moving this forward. 12 p.m. on 116, 5.3. 14.9, 15.6. So yeah, you could see a lot of snow over there too. Once again, I do want to point out that this is the this is off the GFS. Total snowfall 10 to 1. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the 10 to 1. Don't ask me exactly what they mean. I just know Kuchera is better. So yeah, could see a lot of snow over in Pennsylvania, but that'll be later in the week with kind of that backside of the system. You're very, very welcome, Bobby. Okay, what else did I miss? I got Flint for Bailey. Yeah, Bailey, definitely in parts of Michigan, definitely will be a blizzard. I'm not for sure about that far east into Michigan, honestly, since you're kind of further away from the lake. But I definitely think along here, Kalamazoo, Holland, probably South Bend, Indiana, Chicago may even see see a blizzard as well. Anything really along the Great Lakes, I think the snowfall is going to be higher. Oops. And you probably have more of a chance of seeing a blizzard. And like I showed earlier in this stream, Iowa is under a blizzard. Hello, MJ. Sorry, my prayers go out to everyone. Yeah, it's a really impactful system. I mean, this year, just the start of January in 2024 has been ridiculous. Scott, thanks for the updates. Tuning in from Canada. Well, thanks for watching, Scott. I think I've seen you in some live streams before. I think so. Welcome back. If you have watched before, thanks so much for being here and watching before. What about Georgia? So Georgia, which actually that's a good question. Do we have any more snow questions for right now? Okay, see, Sydney's my man. 10 to 1 is trash. Kachera accounts for melting and moisture. Jackson, Mississippi, snow or ice on Monday? Let's just go ahead and take a look. Jackson, oops, if I could type. Mississippi. Okay, so GFS, I think that was at the end of the run. Well, middle of the run. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you'll actually get the snow. I mean, I don't know how often. I know snow can happen way down here. I just don't know how often. But, I mean, the GFS model is showing like 1.6 inches. So, I mean, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Hey, Evan. How's it going? Welcome in, bud. Yeah, you're going to get buried, Evan. 2.2. Yeah. Go get your bread and milk, Evan. Okay. So somebody mentioned Georgia. Let me go ahead and that's a good point to bring up the day 2 categorical risk. Let me go ahead and go back to, let's see, does the HER go out that far? I think it does. Well, the 0Z definitely would. Which I might just have to do the GFS, because the HER does not go out that far, or the HRRR. So for tomorrow, tomorrow's severe weather risk is down here in, let's see, Louisiana, Mississippi, geez. Mississippi, parts of Alabama, and not quite into Arkansas. I mean, the slight risk does. So there is that enhanced level 3 out of 5 risk down here for tomorrow. Let me go ahead and show the tornado risk for day 2. So they did downcrease it. It was a 10% hatched at one point. I know in my video from this morning, last night, whichever one you may happen to have watched, it was a 10% hatch, but now it's a 5% tornado. So let me go ahead and just move this supercell composite. Actually, that's not what I wanted. I wanted composite reflectivity. For over here, once this moves forward, let me slow this down. Sorry, I'm like not coordinated on this whatsoever. We'll go ahead and zoom in. So once again, this is for Friday, which they might, I wonder if they might even downgrade it further. It's just, it doesn't look great in my opinion. Like, composite reflectivity is really not showing much right now. I know once the HRRR loads fully on this run, I could show more of it, but I honestly don't know if I'll be streaming that long. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with these as fast as I can. Dallas, Texas. Okay. So, sorry, I'm like, let me take a look at some other parameters for Friday. So let's go ahead and take a look at surface-based CAPE, as there's a few different things you kind of need for severe weather and tornadoes. So once again, I kind of touched this on this in my video this morning. The CAPE is still not all that strong. Oops, that's not what I wanted. The CAPE, I mean, it's pushing 1,000 in some areas, but typically you want probably at least 1,500 of CAPE. And yeah, I mean, the CAPE is just, it's not really there for this setup. So it'd be interesting to see if they downgrade this risk even further, but I mean, I don't know. Weather does what it wants to. What happened to my, oh, I probably did, what did I do? Hold too long? How come I don't have my thing at the top? Or is it because I'm on that? No? Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with these as much as I can. Dallas, Texas. Okay, let me go ahead and turn day 1 categorical on. So you're just barely in the marginal. And I think I did use the, 18Z her earlier. Show the composite reflectivity again. So you're just barely on the edge of that marginal and slight risk. So once this loads, you could get kind of a line of storms. It looks like they'll mainly develop on the northeast side of Dallas, but you could maybe get some smaller storms with maybe some gusty winds and some small hail, but nothing too concerning. Okay, Morrilton, Arkansas. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up with these as best as I can. It doesn't help. My mind is just all over the place. So Morrilton, you are in the slight risk. So you will definitely probably have some storms come through a squall line in that area. So it might get windy, might get pretty rainy, and maybe some small hail. There could be some embedded tornadoes possibly within the line, so definitely something to keep an eye out, and make sure you stay tuned for your National Weather Service down there in Little Rock for any future updates. Yeah, the National Weather Service in Cleveland, Ohio has issued high wind advisories for all counties in Ohio. Yep. Yeah, going to get very cold and windy for many parts of the United States. Longview, Texas. So Longview, you're in the slight risk as well, just hugging the enhanced risk, which it may be more to your north, except for that line that comes through, what is that, 2 a.m. tonight, I believe, 3 a.m. Nothing too concerning on that, though. Yeah, for that risk tomorrow, a lot of shear. Let me go ahead and take a look at that again, because the shear was just outrageous. Let's see, where's that at? I guess it's only on the HRRR, but the HRRR does not go out that far. Let me take a look at the NAM 3K, if that has it. Do they not have it either? I guess the NAM doesn't have it either. I can take a look at 18Z, maybe. Yeah, you're welcome, the Drew. I think the HRRR has it. Severe weather. Bulk shear. Yeah, this has it. So the shear is pretty ridiculous for, I think this goes out this far, I hope. I know I showed it in my video from this morning, but yeah, 50, what is that? 56 knots of shear. I mean, those orange areas is the stronger shear. So there's a lot of shear in place. It's just some other ingredients like cape, instability, energy available to use that's lacking. So yeah, feel free to keep commenting where you live if you want me to check out snowfall totals or for the severe weather risk. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything here. So I feel like there was other things I wanted to discuss. Showed the hazards, which I really wish they had. They would let you overlay a bunch of different things onto this. So yeah, this is crazy. What is this? Wind advisory for like a huge area? Hey, Mr. Top Fan. I mean, I believe these are wind advisories. So wind advisories, that's crazy. That is just crazy. And then more over here. And then you got winter storm warnings over here. The blizzard warning, like I mentioned. Even more winter storm warnings. Blizzard warning up there. Let's see. What else do we got? We got winter weather advisory for parts of Colorado, for Kansas, into Missouri, into Illinois, into Indiana, into a couple counties in Ohio and Michigan. And then you got here in Nebraska, all the way into parts of South Dakota, into Wisconsin. So yeah, this is just a crazy, crazy system. Oops. Covington, Kentucky. All right, let me take a look at that. Covington, Kentucky. Why you got... No, not Georgia. 'Cause I can, Melanie. Hello, Amanda. Covington, Kentucky. Okay. Let me go ahead and just put this back on radar. And so you're not... Covington, Kentucky, you're not in the day 1. Let's see if you're in the day 2. I believe... Yeah, the marginal risk. So nothing too concerning up there. I believe you may get some snow, though. I see 2 mouse. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, pizza burritos. Yeah, sounds like you're having a party. Why you got 2 arrows on that thing? I don't know. Okay. Cabot? Is it Cabot or Cabot? Okay, back to the day 1. Good lord, a lot of flip-flopping. One of these days I'll get better at this. I guess we'll go back to the HRRR. Models, HRRR. I wish that 0Z would come in already. And then we need to go back to the not the supercell composite. What is it again? It's composite reflectivity. Okay, for that location in Arkansas, you're in the slight risk, so you may get some storms. See, I gotta search it again, apparently. Cabot. I feel like I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Where'd it go? It was somewhere in the... Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, you'll have this part of like the squall line. Of course, the other thing's not showing up. Oh, because it's my epic pen thing. That's probably what you're seeing, the 2 arrows. Got that squall line that is kind of close. So you could see some heavy rain, maybe some strong winds, maybe a little bit of hail. Looks like you may have the circle that makes storms avoid you, though. Except for on the 12th at 5 a.m., it's showing a storm just to your south, and then finally some storms come through 6 a.m. on the 12th. You're welcome, Mike. Let's see. Can you check the winds for Indian Head, Pennsylvania? Sure. Indian Head, Pennsylvania. Let me see what would be a good model for the winds. Which I'll be honest, which I guess I could do these wind gust, maybe. Maybe that'll work. Whoa, 50 miles per hour. Jeez. Okay, it was somewhere over here once this loads. So it looks like the winds are kind of heavy, and then they decrease, and then they pick up again. Wow, that is crazy. I don't know if that's true or not. What's a good one to look at the wind? That is crazy. That is strong. I don't know if I would believe that or not. Wind. I guess we'll do... Jeez, what the heck? Even this at the 850 millibar. What about the 700 millibar? Good grief. I wonder if the low pressure is going to be like eventually over there, and that's why. Wow. What the heck? I mean, I hope that's not true. That's crazy. Memphis, Tennessee. If I could spell. All right, what are we checking for Tennessee? Just storms, probably storms. So today, you're just on the edge of the marginal risk, so probably not too much will happen. For tomorrow, you are in the slight risk. So could get some storms that go through Memphis, Tennessee. Let's see. I definitely feel like I had more that I wanted to cover when I was planning this. Let me find some other stuff. Weather Prediction Center. Okay. These forecast charts are pretty good from the Weather Prediction Center. You're welcome, Cookie. Thanks for being here, and thank you everybody else for being here who has been here chatting, asking questions, snow and severe weather for your area. I really appreciate you guys being here. Once again, please feel free to like and subscribe. Looks like we have gained a few subscribers. I'd like to get to 5,000 subscribers here soon, so if you could smash that subscribe button and the like button on the stream, it would really help out. If you want to help support the channel, there's multiple ways to do that. Sorry, I'm going on a little tangent about all that while I just kind of take a breather and try to get my thoughts together of what else I could show. But if you want to help, yeah, I got a haircut a little bit ago. You're distracting me, Melanie. How dare you? Anyways, if you want to help support the channel even further besides liking the stream and subscribing, you can leave a super chat. Those greatly help out and upgrade equipment, pay for gas, data, all sorts of stuff. Any donations from that go directly right back into the channel and help pay for things. Any amount, large or small, is greatly appreciated and greatly helps out. You can also do Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. All those links are in the description if you don't want to do Super Chat on YouTube. I also have merch. I've been very horrible at advertising the merch lately, but there is merchandise available. One of the mods can drop a link to that. If you want to, feel free to join my Discord to chat one-on-one with me and my other fans. There's a link in the description. Hopefully it's up to date. I think it should be. If you want to join the Discord. Trying to think of what else. Which I need to come up with some more merch ideas or merch designs. I have a few in my head, but I kind of suck at graphic design. So National Weather Service is saying up to 60 mile per hour winds, gusts possible. Yeah, I could believe it after looking at that. I mean, that is ridiculous. But yeah, other than that, thank you everybody for being here and tuning in and asking questions. Great to have you along. I know these videos I've been doing lately, if you've been watching my forecast videos, I know they've been different than my typical content, which is, storm chasing videos, whether it be winter stuff or tornadoes or hail or whatever the case may be, or me out live streaming in the field. Sometimes I'm just not able to be out there as much as I would like, just due to work and finances and yada, yada, yada in life. So figured in the meantime, while I'm stuck at home, basically, well, not stuck at home, but can't be out chasing, that be beneficial for everyone, the public and whatnot, and my channel to do these forecast videos. Even when I'm able to do live videos like this to help out and give updates, because I mean this is just a crazy powerful storm that is going to be moving through this weekend, and we've just been getting hammered this year. I mean, Nebraska's gotten hammered. Kansas got hammered like this week, I think it was, or maybe it was last week. I don't remember. So that old man winter is just not wanting to give up. Anyways, enough of that tangent. I appreciate that, Mr. Top Fan. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Let me go ahead and zoom. Actually, I will just do this. And then we'll zoom in on this. So this is the national forecast chart. Yeah, national forecast chart from the Weather Prediction Center. I really enjoy these graphics. They're kind of messy though, but it talks about that heavy snow possible for parts of Nebraska into Iowa, let me also just change the size of my thing. Is this better? I feel like that's too small. What about this? I think that's what I had. No, that's okay. That's better. So this talks about the potential for the heavy snow across portions of northeast Nebraska into Iowa, even parts of Missouri, and even parts of Kansas, which I will take a look at live radar again here in a little bit. Yeah, thanks, meteorologist Amanda. Thank you for that. I figured it was kind of because of the deep low. I was just blown away when I saw that. Anyways, parts of Oklahoma into Kansas, into Missouri, you could have into Illinois, into a little bit of into Indiana, you could have some freezing rain possible. And then once again, I've looked at this. This is for the severe thunderstorms possible tonight. Around that, you're going to have rain and thunderstorms. Nothing too severe or to worry about surrounding that. Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, Texas, and over here in Florida as well. Excuse me. Add in the thunderstorm risk with convective enhanced gust. Drop a link, Amanda. Hey, Mr. Tyler, what's your opinion on how tonight's tornadic potential in the Arklatex region or area will unfold? Yeah, I mean, I agree with those fellow weather enthusiasts that you're talking about, saying it's possible, but it's conditional. Honestly, to me, which I do a great job at forecasting for myself, when I try and relay that to the public, is where it gets a little bit more complicated because I don't understand. I'll be honest, I don't understand everything in models. Like if I go pull up a sounding, if it's severe weather, I can kind of get by. Like I know part of this is the temperature and dew points, and you want that to look a certain way. You want the hodograph to kind of a certain way. I mean, the possible hazard type that it displays, I mean, for severe weather, it either shows like general or TOR or PDS TOR or whatever the case may be, but trying to convey this to the general public, and then I know this is like the winds at whatever height, so I can kind of break it down for myself. It's just I'm not good enough at explaining it for others, so I don't feel confident showing this type of stuff, and I hope that's okay. Like I can get by forecasting for myself for my own severe weather chases and whatnot, but trying to convey that to you guys, I just don't feel confident because I don't exactly know how to read it all or how to give out that information. Yeah, that second arrow is Epic Pin. I don't know why it displays two like that, but it's my Epic Pin program. Yeah, or you could help me, Amanda. Wink, wink. Anyways, back to your question, JLo. Sorry for the little tangent. Let me make sure I'm on tonight's severe weather. Maybe some more of that HRRR run. Oops. I had it on models. I am so scatterbrained. It's ridiculous. Let's go back to the composite reflectivity. So I generally look at the composite reflectivity, and I could take a look at pivotal weather too, just for maybe like a little bit cleaner look besides having the outlook and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it shows some storms, but it's mainly this line of storms. So this is pretty much what's referred to as a squall line. I mean, inside of there, you could have like embedded circulations. A lot of times in squall lines, you'll have very tight, small areas of rotation that like very quickly show up for like a scan or two, and then they go away. That's your more QLCS type tornadoes. So that could definitely be a possibility within these. Let's see, what else could I take a look at for that? Another thing is taking a look at surface-based CAPE, which I looked at earlier for the setup on Friday. So it looks like... stop. No, go back. Stop, collaborate, and listen. So surface-based CAPE, like I said, I mean, this is showing almost 2,000, so there is more CAPE available, which is convective... What is the definition? I forget. CAPE weather. Convective available potential energy. So it's the amount of fuel, basically. Like when the sun comes out and you have moisture, like basically is what I can simplest. So there is a decent amount of CAPE in some areas. Another thing to take a look at is dew points, because you need moisture. So it is 60s dew points. This is Radar Omega, or Weather with Bentley. Radar Omega. It's a great tool. So dew points, obviously you have to have moisture for storms and tornadoes to occur and stuff. So it does show some 60 dews, which down in this area is plenty enough moisture to get things done, so to speak. Let's see, what else could I show? Let me pull it up on Pivotal because that's mainly what I use. I just recently upgraded my Radar Omega subscription to be able to have them for models on there. So sometimes sometimes I take a look at Supercell Composite as well, which kind of just gives some values. So like the yellows, let's see if I can, which shows 11. I can't remember exactly what all this means, but basically I think it just combines a lot of different things and is like a probability pretty much of if you'll have surface-based supercells or not. Another thing sometimes I look at is significant tornado parameter, which once again just takes into account a lot of different things. So for tonight, as you can see, it's showing 2.4, 2.2, 2.3. So that's another thing. Other than that, I mainly just go off the reflectivity, what the reflectivity is showing. So once again, showing a squall line moving through. I show dew points. I look at dew points. I look at the CAPE. I will take a look, especially in the springtime. I do take a look at the updraft helicities, which shows. I mean, it's another model compiling a bunch of different data. Don't remember what data and stuff, but it shows. Oops, if storms are going to have updraft helicities where the updrafts are pretty strong and whatnot. Simplest way I can put it. Sorry, I really need to get better at explaining and learning myself. Let me go back to some other comments. Scott, love the merch. Those baby cow shirts are fantastic. Thank you. They're one of my favorite, even though I haven't ordered one for myself yet. I need to get on that. Kind of a funny inside story, so to speak, on that specific design. Same with the corn one. So I absolutely love baby cows. I wish I could have a baby cow for myself, especially like one of the what's the ones that kind of stay babies forever? I forgot their name. Anyways, if I could have one of those as a pet, I definitely would. Baby cows are the freaking cutest things ever. I absolutely love them. I want one as a pet. And then corn. I love corn. In like what was that, 20? It might have been 2021. It might have been 2022. I don't remember. One of those years. There was before a storm chase. I started up the live stream. Nothing much was happening yet. I was waiting on storms to fire, and ate a can of corn on live stream. Heated it up on my propane little burner outside the vehicle, and ate a can of corn on stream. And I would probably cook corn on the cob one of these days before a live stream and eat that on stream, just to have some fun. You gotta have some fun while you're out there waiting for stuff to happen. But yeah, kind of some fun stories behind that on the designs, which let me go ahead and pull that up actually real fast for anybody that hasn't seen the designs. You can find it on my link tree, which is in the description. But these designs, I love them. I like them. Like I said, I need to come up with more. I do have some ideas. But I've actually got two baby cow designs. Let me go ahead and move this over. Come on. Also, while I'm kind of goofing around right now, please feel free to let me know if you have any questions, further questions for snowfall totals and whatnot. But yeah, this is my merch store. I got plenty of different t-shirts and t-shirt designs. So Storm Chaser Fuel, you got a can of corn in there. Pretty funny to me. And then Gotta Go, we got baby cows. Kind of like a Twister reference in a way. But pretty cute design. I like it. Baby cow is super cute. Recently, a few months ago, I created this baby cow warning design. I believe that was a baby cow picture that I actually took. So I don't know. That's kind of fun. I do need to purchase some of these for myself because they're freaking awesome in my opinion. But yeah, I got coffee mugs. We got travel mug with handle, t-shirts, all different types of t-shirts. We got hoodies. We got hats. Just anything really. And then of course just my logo. We got that on white shirts and got it on black designs as well, or any color really that you want. So yeah, feel free to go check that out and help support me in that way. Next late night Zoom session, I'm going to teach you. Yeah, okay, cool. That would be helpful, Sydney. But yeah, anyways, feel free to keep those questions rolling. Probably be on here just a little bit longer. I need to eat some food and do laundry. I'm actually traveling to St. Louis tomorrow to go visit my brother. So I may run into some snow there. Kind of want to do a live stream, but at the same time, my fiance will be with me, and I don't want to put her through that, and kind of just want to drive. So don't know if I'll do a live stream tomorrow or not as I travel to St. Louis. But I could run into some snow into eastern Nebraska. Let me take a look at that one more time. I'm going to just use the HRRR model since it does kind of go out quite a ways now. But yeah, it could be interesting. Actually, well, it'll be the 10-1. I don't like the 10-1, but I like being able to actually see the time up here. Let me go ahead and just turn this off again. Move this up to Nebraska. We'll do this. So today's the 11th. So snow fills in tonight. Leaving sometime in the morning. Yeah, this may be fun. Traveling to St. Louis tomorrow. 9 inches, 9.3, 9.5, 10. And then I'll dip down over here, run into some snow there probably, depending on if we go this way. Pocket of 15.2 showing up. Once again, this is the 10-1, so it doesn't account for some things. Yeah, I might need a baby cow mug. Well, I definitely suggest it. Would mean a lot to me. It helps support me. Thanks for that, Scott. Like I said, I think I've seen you in live streams before, so thanks for coming back if that's the case, if you're a returning viewer. Yeah, I could show Dot. Let me go ahead and show my video again from earlier. Let me get this pulled up. I showed this earlier in the stream, but I'll go ahead and show it again. This was earlier south of North Platte on Highway 83. Blizzard-like conditions, blowing snow, causing basically zero visibility at times. It's about time you're here, Steve. You're fired. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for showing up. But yeah, this was earlier near North Platte. So many areas across the United States, Iowa, Nebraska, Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan could see the same exact conditions, if not worse. Probably definitely worse tomorrow afternoon and whatnot. But once again, these snowflakes were humongous. Like I can't get over that. This is crazy. There was one. Yeah, look at that one. Like that looks like the size of a quarter, basically. Like it's the biggest snowflakes I've seen in quite some time, honestly. It was crazy. But yeah, that's definitely something that you can expect later tonight into tomorrow. Oops. Let me go back to that. But yeah. So I'll wrap this up soon. Once again, If you want me to take a look at snowfall totals for your area, please comment like your city or your zip code or whatever you feel comfortable sharing, and I'll take a look for either winter weather or severe weather. But once again, thank you everybody so much for tuning in tonight. It's been fun. I would like to do more of these in the future. I know this, like I said earlier, this isn't my typical channel content type stuff, but it's kind of fun to be more relaxed and not be so serious about it. I mean, be serious at times, because obviously this is probably going to be a deadly event with the combination of snow, the blizzard, wind chills, which I think I just said the cold, the winds. I mean, yeah, it could be a deadly storm. So, but yeah, it's fun to. What is this? Oh, special weather statement. Area of snow and very windy conditions. Let me go ahead and just take a look at that real fast. So yeah, actually the ongoing snowfall currently up here in Nebraska, which let me show dual radar. Let's do this one with the reflectivity. So actually right now ongoing, there is a pretty decent snow band just to the west of Hastings, near Red Cloud. Let's see if I can pull up any other cities. Camp Bell, Bladen. Pretty decent snow band going through in Nebraska right now. And then we do have this special weather statement for parts of Kansas, where in this special weather statement, an area of snow and very windy conditions is impacting portions of Russell, Barton, Lincoln, and Ellsworth counties. This includes Interstate 70 between mile markers 175 and 218. Let me see if I can actually find some cameras from that. So like that's like Wilson area. Okay. Yeah, let me pull this over. Except for Y models. Okay, so this is from Can Drive. So as you can see, it's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like some snow drifts off over here in the ditch. Definitely some blowing snow. And looks like the snow's coming down pretty decent. Not a big chatter, so feel bad for not spreading the hype as much as deserved. Yeah, no worries, Scott. Once again, I really appreciate you and everybody else that's here for tuning in and chatting with me. So yeah, once again, this is a live look from candrive.org of the live camera at the I-70 at Wilson exit here in Kansas, which some dangerous conditions already. Let's see what other webcams we can take a look at. So you can see some snow currently falling. I-70 at Lincoln Hill. Not too much going on there. Closer to Salina at the I-35 junction. I mean, yeah, look at that blowing snow. You could see it just there for a split second. Car hazard light. Can't tell if they're stopped or... no, they're moving. It actually looks like we have some emergency lights right here. Is that the interstate shut down? Let me try and verify. Might be the interstate shut down right there. That's what it looks like to me. Oh yeah, they do have okay, so I-70 is closed. Interesting. So I-70 from Wakini to the Russell exit is closed. Interesting. Yeah, you can... Oops. You can see those lights there. Looks like the camera stopped. Yeah, they got it closed. Interesting. Yeah, look at that blowing snow. Wow. Whoa, see the camera shake? And oftentimes, like, even though, so like, for example, I mean, it's blowing, but it's not as bad. But say there was a little bit of snowfall on the road, anytime a semi goes past, that it just kicks up the snow. Like Christmas blizzard, I think, for us here in Nebraska, had that happen, semis would pass and it's an instant whiteout. I mean, like, if a semi drives over this, or any car really, that's just going to kick all that up and be very dangerous. Like, it creates localized whiteout conditions. Like, I know that semi's going slow, which actually, where is he trying to go? The interstate's closed. What are you doing? Yeah, they don't mess around here in Nebraska and Kansas for closing interstates. If it gets too dangerous, they don't hesitate. What is this truck doing? Having to back up now. So that's interesting. All right, we're gonna be here for 4 more minutes. Well, actually 5 more. We'll do 5 more minutes. So feel free to get those any last minute questions in. Drop your city, your zip code, your whatever you want to drop for me to take a look at snowfall totals or severe weather. I do want to show one other thing real fast. Let's go ahead and take a look at the GFS. Do forecast loop. I want to do surface and precip, the precipitation type and rate, because on here you can see the low. So that low starts over here in Oklahoma, which is going to be a trigger for the severe storms tonight. That low down here. And then that low moves forward. There's another low that develops down there, which is the focus for the severe storms tomorrow. And then you have this low up here with the blizzard. So there's that low showing 990. I think that's millibars. But yeah, that's why we're having the blizzard-like conditions, is that low, and these that snow is wrapped around that low pretty much. That low even deepens to a 985. So could even get like a bomb cyclone type thing. That's a term that's thrown around quite frequently. Then it goes to a 981, and that's kind of why you have those. Whoever, I think Mr. Top Fan was asking about the wind gust in Pennsylvania, which there could be like 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gust, not necessarily related with any storms, just because of that low though. I mean, it goes to a 979. And this is this is kind of a good one to show kind of why there may be more lake effect snow on the backside of this system as that low moves off, and the winds will likely be coming onshore, pushing moisture and stuff onshore into the western side of Michigan. And then that low kind of just hangs around for a little bit before it finally exits. But over the coming days, it looks like it does show some snow into Michigan. And I haven't really looked much further, so it does show snow in Colorado. Looks like there could be a system in Oklahoma that I might have to watch out for. It might be a few days before I can do any type of forecast videos or anything, because I'll be in St. Louis this weekend. Hopefully being able to make it home on Monday. So yeah, this is interesting. It looks like on Monday there could be a winter system for Oklahoma into parts of Arkansas. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Kind of hangs around for a little bit. And then into Tuesday, more rain, possibly. I don't know. I don't feel confident saying severe storms, but some storms down in the southeast again, and then you'll have a cold side of that, it looks like, where that blue is showing. And then it looks like you might even have a mixed precip area. Let's see, that looks like North Carolina into parts of Virginia. So there could be another big system that comes through. I mean, this January has just been crazy so far. Looks like that moves into the northeast. So yeah, definitely a lot of different things to look out for next week. Huh. Interesting. Man, we jumped to like 80 viewers. I hate to end it here in a few minutes, but not really sure what else to talk about, honestly. I mean, once again, feel free to leave any questions and stuff. This I never finished these earlier. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll take a look at these again. So this is the day 2 National Weather Forecast chart. So that heavier snow moves off eastward. Iowa, Illinois, Michigan, Wisconsin still have some snow in Nebraska, parts of Kansas, parts of Missouri. Mixed precip for a lot of different areas. Missouri into Illinois, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Massachusetts. Lots of states could see some mixed precipitation. And then once again, that severe weather risk down here in the southeast for Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. And then up here in the northeast, which I know they've this week they experienced quite a bit of flash flooding and heavy rains and stuff, and that's only going to continue. Freezing rain possible throughout New York for tomorrow. Let me go ahead and take a look at the day 3. So day 3 is not as active, but still pretty active. So some mixed precip for parts of Utah, Nevada, into California, and then up here in Oregon, could have some freezing rain possible. Washington into Oregon, into Idaho, into Utah, into Wyoming, into Colorado, into New Mexico, have some snow, and then snow from Canada into South Dakota, into Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Michigan, Wisconsin, and so day 3, that's what is day 3? Saturday? Yeah, because Thursday, Friday, yeah, Saturday. So they do show that heavy snow possible on Saturday along the Great Lakes in Michigan. So that's kind of where those higher snowfall totals that I talked about may come into play. Another thing I can take a look at real fast. I'm like just trying to push this out as long as I can go. I mean, I still got viewers. Like, got to keep the people entertained. What am I looking for? WPC, winter weather. I like to look at these two. So you got this interactive weather map, and then you also have the winter storm severity index. I'll take a look at these here in just a minute. I need to run to the restroom real fast, so let me throw you on my BRB screen, and I'll be back momentarily. Just gonna run to the restroom real fast. Okay, we're back. Real fast before I continue on, let me go back to my link tree. While I have you all, I do want to where's it at? I'm gonna have to get the link from the description again. While I have you all, another stream of income and stuff, whatnot. I do want to advertise my print store. So if you go to my link tree here, which that's in the description, there's a link to that in the description. For my link tree, where you can find fine art prints, donations, merch, my YouTube link, my Discord link, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. But I do have a fine art store, where I have more of my photography side of things. So have some great aurora stuff on here throughout the last year or two. Really cool aurora pictures on here available for purchase to help me out. We've got storm chasing stuff. This day was absolutely incredible last year in Colorado. Pretty rainbow, pretty sunflower with an old building. The Kimball, Nebraska tornado lightning. We got some black and white stuff. We got even more lightning. We got supercell structure, more lightning. We got horses with storms in the background. We got some booby clouds, which I think I might make a merch design out of this. Just a little teaser for all you hanging around. That will probably say something along the lines of "I love sky boobies" or something like that. Kind of just another funny one. So I might make that out of the models, or the models. The Mamatis is what I meant to say. We got more supercell structure. We got sunset. We got tornadoes with lightning. More Mamatis clouds here. But yeah, I've got the print store available. And then we also have, let me go back. So I'm going to have to, then I have landscapes, got some baby cows. Like I said, I love baby cows. So I've taken plenty of pictures of cows and baby cows and horses in the snow. These are some of my favorite pictures, honestly, of these horses too. Made friends with one of them. I got some Colorado stuff from last year. We got even more horses, black and white horses. Just some incredible pictures from myself. I hate to toot my own horn, but my photography has only gotten better throughout the years. So I just kind of wanted to bring that up real fast. Anyways, hi Blondie, hello. Hope you stay safe too, Blondie, wherever you're at. Thanks for tuning in, as well as everybody else. Hello, Corey. Nick, I will get on that in just a second. I do want to go over this winter storm severity impact, or winter storm severity index, the WSSI from the Weather Prediction Center. I want to cover that, and then one other thing from the Weather Prediction Center, and then I will certainly go over Shreveport, Louisiana. So taking a look at the winter storm severity index, I really like this because it highlights what kind of impacts we may see from winter weather. So for days 1 to 3 combined, which I'll go ahead and just take a look at the day 1 right now, it's showing moderate impacts across eastern Nebraska into Iowa, into parts of Illinois, Wisconsin, and Michigan, and parts of Indiana. So this is just expect disruptions to daily life, hazardous driving conditions, use extra caution while driving. There may be some closures and disruptions to infrastructure, which we've already seen that across Kansas, even over here in the minor impact. So hi, Addie, whoever Addie may be. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Addie. Thanks for tuning in. And then day 2, not a whole lot going on, mainly over here in Indiana, parts of Michigan. And then the day 3, not much, which is surprising. I'm surprised the day 2 doesn't look like especially across Iowa with that blizzard. That's a little bit weird. Let's go ahead and take a look at snow amount, which basically shows the same thing. Let's see. This was the other thing I wanted to take a look at, which I have it pulled up somewhere. Yes, I do. So this is winter weather forecast. It shows a lot of probability type stuff on here. So let's just go probability of 4+ inches. So in these reds is, what is that, 90%, I believe. And then over here you got 95. So this will be for, God, the UTC times kind of confuse me. I believe this is into Friday into Saturday, yeah. So over here in eastern Nebraska, it looks like, I think that's an 80% chance. Oh, let me zoom in on this. Sorry. So over here in eastern Nebraska, you got an 80% chance, it looks like, of 4 inches or more of snow. Iowa, you got 90% chance. Over here in Wisconsin, you got 95. So yeah, definitely going to be 4+ inches of snow in some spots. We'll go ahead and take a look at probability of 6+ inches of snow Looks like that's a 70% chance. So let's go ahead and take a look at 8. So 8, it kind of drops down, except for over here in Wisconsin. Looks like a 70. Hello, James. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see. Just for fun, 12. So, I mean, it does show some probabilities for 12 inches or more. Not great probabilities, but it's definitely not out of the question. I definitely wouldn't. I definitely would not be surprised. There we go. That's the wording I was looking for. Would not be surprised to see locally higher amounts in some areas. I mean, this is a powerful, strong winter storm and blizzard-like conditions. Okay, Amanda kind of answered Nick, but I will go back over that, Nick. So, Shreveport, Louisiana. I like how I said like 20 minutes ago I was going to wrap this up in like 10 minutes, and here I still am. So, let me take off this side by side. I'll get to your question, Vanny, here in just a second, too, for what Chicago. Okay, I'm going to set a limit at 8:10. I am ending this thing. I have some stuff I need to do. So get your questions in now, please. Otherwise, I could be here all night, which isn't a bad thing, per se. I'll get to your question, too, Corey, here in just a minute. I'm answering Nick's first. Sorry, I'm a little bit delayed in it. So Shreveport, Louisiana, you are under the enhanced risk. Let me go ahead and put on the model, the HRRR model, for what the radar may look like. It's composite reflectivity. And we'll go ahead and let this load for a second. Needs time to load, which actually I want the 0Z, because that is not loaded yet. The 01. Come on. Why isn't it doing it? Composite reflectivity. Is it because of the overlay now? Why am I having issues with that? What is going on? Why is it no longer showing it? Oh, there it goes, finally. I guess it was just loading. Okay, sorry about that. So Shreveport, you are in that enhanced risk. So that's for tonight. So you definitely probably will see a squall line go through. It's going to be in the overnight hours. Looks for the most part mainly to stay to your north and your west. But if that shifts, I mean, definitely could have some embedded circulations and whatnot. So definitely be weather aware. Looks like at 5 a.m. a decent line comes through, at least at what this is showing. So, I mean, let me take a look at the tornado risk for day 1. So you're in the 10% hatched area for tornadoes. So I would definitely just be aware, make sure that you or your family have multiple ways to receive warnings down there just in case. But I think for the most part, it's just going to be a squall line with some embedded circulations. May get pretty windy, have some heavy rain, maybe some hail too. Hopefully for the most part, though, it shouldn't be too bad. Hope not. Okay, so let me turn that back off. And next question was from Corey. How much snow for east central Minnesota? So yeah, let me change this to snow, total snowfall, east central Minnesota. Okay, so we're just going to say around the St. Cloud area is what we'll go off for your question, Corey. I'm not for sure if that's close enough or works, but go ahead and move this forward. So interesting. At least on the HRRR model run, it's not showing. Oh, that's because I'm looking at Minnesota. Okay. East central Wisconsin. We'll go ahead and just use, I don't know, this area along 39. Help if I had the right place. So this is showing about 10 inches or so. Let me go ahead and move this back. So snow kind of starts around 9-10 a.m. tomorrow morning, and then picks up throughout the day. 5 inches, 6 inches, 7 inches, 8 inches, 8.9, up to 10. Could see some locally higher amounts, 12 inches showing. And then along the lake shoreline over here, could see some higher amounts over there as well. 13 plus inches as well. Okay. Who else had a question? Got East Central Minnesota. Oh, Chicago area, Vanny. Sorry about that. Okay, so Chicago down here. This is showing anywhere from 8 to 9 inches, possibly a little bit more. Which Chicago may, like Michigan, get more snow on the back end of the system as that low moves off and everything kind of wraps back around. So this only goes out to the 13th to 6 p.m. this model run. So there could be some locally higher amounts for Chicago. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Chicago maybe close down in a lot of areas, especially with blizzard-like conditions and stuff. Okay. Then we got Selajamen. I probably butchered that name. Okay, so it looks like that's far southwest Missouri. Yeah, not a whole lot of snow down there. Looks like you'll be missing out clear down there. All right, we got 3 minutes left. Drop those remaining questions and anything else. While I kind of wait in case there's any last minute questions. Once again, sorry if I'm advertising too much, but if you want to help support me financially. Yeah, I knew I pronounced it wrong. But anyways, if you want to help support the channel in a financial aspect, any amount, large or small, greatly helps out. You can leave super chats. I've got Venmo, I've got PayPal, I've got Cash App, merch, the print store like I showed, a lot of different ways to support me financially to help me out, help keep me out there and keep upgrading equipment and maintaining stuff. So yeah. Any chance that changes a lot? It definitely could. I mean, if the placement of the low changes, it could definitely change the snowfall amounts for Chicago. So definitely stay tuned to your the National Weather Service Chicago, Illinois, as they'll have redefined snow amounts and all that fun stuff. Okay. Oh God. Why do you guys drop like weird names? Mani. Minnow Manani. This is showing about 6 inches or so. But once again, you're kind of just on the outskirts of a snowband there. So once again, for you as well, placement of the low could receive different heavier snowfalls, locally higher amounts and stuff. And for anybody watching, I definitely recommend checking out your local National Weather Services. They will have redefined amounts. These models aren't always super accurate on these, and the National Weather Service does a great job at redefining those down. So, yeah. Let me see if I can pull up the National Weather Service offices. Okay, so I'm going to drop this link. I'm terrible at names, guys. This is a great link. Please, wherever you live, take a look at this map. Line up where you live on the map or rough area and find your National Weather Service office. You can click anywhere. Let me go ahead and show my screen. So, for example, let's take a look at Chicago. It takes you to their site, shows what active warnings are there, blizzard warning in that part, and then you got winter storm warnings for now. You can take a look at these weather stories, which they have graphics with updates with text on them, different things, gives the timings. It gives very, very helpful information. They even talk about the bitter cold. That's just Chicago, Illinois, for example. They have the links to the weather map as well. They even have a local radar. Hello, hi Megan. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, great resource here. Definitely recommend staying tuned to your local National Weather Service for more accurate snowfall rates. Okay, so we got some other questions. I'm going to wrap up these questions and then I will finally end this stream. Okay, Rockford, Illinois. Okay, Rockford, it looks like you could see anywhere from 8 to 9 inches, possibly even a little bit higher as well. Once again, you're another kind of city where you may see locally heavier amounts. Just kind of depends on where snowbands set up. Well, thanks for subscribing, Mike. That's another thing that I've kind of forgot to advertise while I'm at it. I do have memberships available. I do have the scrolling thing across the bottom thanking my current members. In the future, I would like to do like members only videos, live streams, like forecast videos for the members only. I have been releasing some videos early to members only as previews. The more members I get, the more beneficial it's going to be, especially come the spring whenever I am able to be out storm chasing. I would like to go live for members only before the storm chase, talk about the setup, give my breakdown of how I'm going to forecast for that chase day. And then probably after the storm chase, depending on what time storm chases get done, do another members only live stream, just kind of talking about the day, maybe showing some sneak peek at footage that I haven't released yet, things of that nature. And in the future, I may do like members only videos like this just for members wherever they may live, for like a more in-depth breakdown probably. So yeah, please consider becoming a member to help support me that way as well. Hi, Lily. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit behind. Okay, Rockford, Illinois. Yeah, I just talked about that. How much snow will Chicago get in the city? I just talked about that a little bit ago. You're looking at probably anywhere from 6 to 8 inches. Could be locally higher, could be a little bit less. Olympia, Washington. Okay, Olympia. Yeah, it looks like you're going to miss out on some snow. At least this go around. Rockford, Illinois, I just covered. Yeah, 2 people asked about that. Rockford, Illinois. Sorry, Andrew, I was eventually going to get to it. Lapeer, right? Or is it Leaper? Or is it Lapeer? I think it's actually Leaper. Yeah, for good old Melanie. Great, fantastic mod, Melanie. 5 inches or so out there. Could be locally higher. Once again, the HRRR does not go out further as the low goes further east. So on the backside of that system, you may see higher snowfall amounts, Melanie. I do want to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of my mods. Sydney, Evan, Melanie, Steve. Trying to think of who else. Amanda, of course, my fiance, whenever she's able to help out. I have a great team of mods. And they greatly help out my channel and help me operate things. Yeah, thanks for joining, Scott. Thanks for chatting and asking some questions and stuff. Good to have you along, as well as everybody else. I'll try my best to stay safe while traveling. It's kind of nervous. I'm confident in my driving, though, but it's just everybody else's driving that I'm not confident in. So yeah, I'm definitely going to go enjoy the time with my brother. Going to go to a St. Louis Blues game. Haven't seen my brother in a while. And interesting, we have a... See, every time I'm trying to end these things, I just keep rambling and keep going on. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning. Let me get that off winter weather radar to high-res reflectivity. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning for Darrendale, Arkansas, Atkins, Arkansas, just on the outskirts of Norristown, Arkansas. That's a huge warning, actually. But that's warned for 1-inch hail and 50-mile-per-hour winds. We'll go ahead and read the warning text. 8:08 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Darrendale, or near Russellville, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So it's warned for quarter-sized hail for the most part. Go ahead and take a look at side-by-side radar to see if there's any rotation in it. Not really. So just quarter-sized hail, mainly the main threat out of that. So it looks like the severe weather threat for tonight is getting underway with storms firing. These look to be really scattered storms right now, but as the night progresses, there's going to be more severe thunderstorm warnings that pop up. Durand, Wisconsin. Let me go ahead and take a look at that. Sorry for so much flip-flopping. There's just so much going on. Okay. Durand, Wisconsin. And once again, guys, please subscribe to the channel. We're now at 4150, so we've gained quite a few subscribers this stream. So thank you so much for that, as I am on my goal to 5,000 subscribers. Really appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. Okay, Durand. Oh, image not ready. It would help if I was on the right model. Just this one's going to have to load. It should be ready. And okay. So 112 at 3 p.m., January 12th, 3 p.m. About 2 inches or so, 3 inches or so, 5, 6. So it looks like you could probably see anywhere from 5 to 7 inches, possibly a little bit higher as well. Yeah, everything's fighting for inflow. You're welcome, Midwest, Aurora, Illinois. See, as long as you guys keep dropping questions, I will continue, I guess. Aurora, you're going to probably see 9 to 10 inches or so. Kind of same thing for Rockford. You could see locally higher amounts, could see less. You're so welcome. I'm going to butcher your name. Akil? Predicted for Aurora. Yeah, you're welcome. Once again, make sure you stay tuned to your local National Weather Service. Clarksville, Tennessee. So I'm going to need to go to severe weather because that's down there. Clarksville. Somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So for tonight, Clarksville, you're on a general thunderstorm risk. So you may have some small storms move through. Nothing too concerning. We'll go ahead and pull up the day 2. In the day 2, you're in the marginal. So nothing too concerning. Now, if you're down here in the enhanced risk, definitely something more to be concerned about. But you may get some rain, which might be beneficial. I don't know how the drought's doing for you, but... Well, at least I was close. I'm terrible at names. I am going to eat a little snack real fast. What's up in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan? Don't mind me just chowing down on some penguin crackers. Do you have a... Do you have a town up there in the Upper Peninsula? I mean, it looks like the Upper Peninsula. Which, wait. Is that considered it, or is that considered it? I don't remember. Give me a town name or something, and I can take a closer look. You are a troll, Sydney. I need to eat dinner soon. The top one. Okay, Lance. Just Lance. This is Raider Omega that I'm looking at. Okay. Lance. Yeah, you might get buried up there with... you're just on the edge of having about 15 inches or so. Well, you could see locally higher amounts since you're right on the edge. Buffalo chicken pizza. Oh my gosh. Making me hungry. Yeah, you're just right on the edge of seeing like 15 plus. So, I mean, it's definitely a possibility up there. It's going to get buried up there. That's probably going to be some of the more higher snowfall totals, which that's one of the lakes, so probably has some lake effect snow and bands. Like it's showing 23 inches in some areas. Yeah, exactly. Like winter forecasting and stuff is so difficult because you never know exactly how the snow bands are gonna pick or set up. So it's one of the most difficult things to forecast for. I was just gonna take a look at something else and now I completely forgot. Oh, I was gonna go check on the cameras again, the can drive cameras. Sorry if you can hear me munching. I'm sure it's probably loud. Got a yopper, a yooper. So it looks like I-70 is still closed. You're welcome, Bobby. Kind of hard to see because it's getting dark out. But yeah, they still got it closed there. I mean, you can see the camera shaking due to the wind. Pretty crazy. See more blowing snow. Once again, these are from candrive.org. All right, 3 minutes, and I'm going to end this. Can't see a whole lot on that one. More blowing snow. All right, a couple more minutes. I'm wrapping this thing up. So this time, hopefully for real, drop your final questions for snow or severe weather or whatever. I think I'm going to have some broccoli cheddar soup from the other day for my dinner. I do kind of want to go take a look at that snow ban or snow currently ongoing for Kansas and Nebraska. So yeah, wow. I mean that's a good snow ban. That's ongoing from Kearney or Kearney, however you say it, to even down here in Kansas near Phillipsburg. Hey, thank you so much, Midwest, for that super chat. I really appreciate that. That really helps out. I was gonna say drop baby. Is there a regular baby cow emojis? I know I have my members only emojis, but if there happens to be like a baby cow or a corn emoji, just default, go ahead and drop some of those to celebrate for Midwest. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You're right, Melanie. You're right. Amanda might hate me. But yeah, this is a pretty dang good snow ban. I'm actually gonna pull up Nebraska Department of Transportation cameras. 511 Nebraska. Yeah, corn or baby cow. Hey Drew, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. I guess any along. Is there any near Hastings? Where's Hastings? That's Kearney. That's Grand Island. Okay, let's just take a look at some cameras along I-80. Over where that snowband is setting up. So, I wish the Nebraska Department of Transportation cameras were live, but for some reason they're not. One second. For some reason they're not. And it really upsets me. But looks like some type of emergency vehicle maybe. This is I-80. Oh, shoot. If I would show the right screen. Looks like maybe some type of emergency vehicle. Looks like it's snowing a little bit. I mean, they've already had so much snow the other day. Yeah, it's definitely snowing. Looks pretty heavy. Kind of. It's hard to tell. I wish these cameras were live. I don't know why they're not. I want to see some blowing snow. Looks like there. That's really blurry. Yeah, no closures yet, but this is looking from. Oops, I didn't want to start that program. Was looking near Grand Island. Pretty decent snowfall. Snowband going through. Get out of here, Da Vinci. I didn't want to open you up. Let's see. Can try taking a look further. Why is that camera offline? I think I previously looked at that. Yeah, I mean, it looks like visibility is pretty poor. Oh, that's a interesting looking camera. That's another one. So it's definitely snowing. Go back to radar here. Good old radar Omega. But yeah, that's pretty decent snowband going through. And a couple different spots. So you kind of got up over here, Grand Island, York, a little bit of Hastings, and then you also got Kearney. Oops, you guys can't really see that. Sorry. Hastings, Grand Island, York. Let me move this over some so you can see it on the green. The reflectivity. You got this snowband, and then you got those. So pretty good snowfall. Occurring. And once again, for this area, this is gonna continue into the overnight hours into tomorrow. I'm gonna run into some snow tomorrow on my way to St. Louis. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Okay, 8:30, final straw. I'm wrapping this up, so like less than a minute, however long. A few seconds. So yeah, if you didn't get a chance to get your town or city answered for snowfall rates, you can feel free to join my Discord. I'll answer in there. One of the mods can post a link. If you leave a comment on the video after the fact, I'll try taking a look and replying there. I don't know other ways. I mean, my social media, I guess. Reach out to me on my Facebook page, on my Twitter. I don't know, various different ways. But we are finally going to wrap this up. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in today. I hope you learned some stuff, and I hope you found it beneficial and helpful and all that fun stuff. Thank you so much to everyone who liked the stream. Thank you, Midwest, for that $5 super chat. Thank you, everybody, for the new subscribers. Make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos or live streams, as I'm going to keep doing forecast videos. Try and get more consistent with my uploads. If you haven't watched my Tornadoes of 2023 video, if you hate the cold weather and you want to warm up some, my Tornadoes of 2023 video is out, and it's a banger IMO. So would definitely go ahead and take a look at that. I'll drop a link to that. It's a fantastic video. Please go watch that and help out the channel on that video some. Sorry, I'm getting like notifications on my phone and stuff. Yeah, hope it was beneficial. Yeah, feel free to leave a donation, go buy merch, go buy prints or anything like that. But I'm finally going to wrap this up. Can't thank you all enough for being here and enjoying your evening with me. Make sure you have multiple ways to receive warnings over these next coming days and weeks, especially if you live in the severe weather aspect side of things. It's always good to have a NOAA weather radio. I highly recommend a Midland weather radio. Have multiple ways because your phone's not always reliable, the TV's not always reliable, so on and so forth. Yeah, just most importantly, especially, and then if you live in the snow areas or blizzard areas, if you don't have to travel, don't travel. Don't risk your safety or your life. It's not worth it. Stay home, stay safe, especially with the very dangerously cold temperatures. But stay safe, everyone. Thank you again. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.